Welcome to Thriving Thursday, the last Thriving Thursday of the month, and we're going to wrap up the market assessments with existing products, how to use them for existing products this week. So again, assessment marketing, this is your best tool to success, especially with existing products, because you can go back in and find out why people didn't buy or why they aren't purchasing. And that's huge because you put all this time and effort into putting the product out there. Now find out if it needs some tweaks to make it just the right product that people want. It's a discovery process, finding out what people want, as we've been saying this all month. It's so much better to build a relationship and find out what people want instead of guessing all the time. Think about if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or husband or wife, you'd rather just ask them, hey, what is it you need, instead of just guessing all the time and wearing yourself out and feeling resentful. That's exactly what happens when you go out and sell products as well. So take that out. Be your own best therapist and find out what people want. So with existing products, there are a couple things you can do. First of all, you can determine why people aren't buying your product. I had exactly this situation with probably my first 3 products, is I didn't know why people weren't buying. As it turned out, they didn't know they needed to build a list. They didn't know that they needed to build a funnel. Some of them still don't. But I had to find that out. I assumed a level of knowledge that wasn't there. Once I got past that and found the right people, sold like hotcakes. You can also identify what's missing. So last spring, I ran a beta test for a brand new program called Launch Like a Pro. And we got to module 3. And everybody knew going in that this was beta, so if they didn't understand something, they had to tell me about it. Well, it turned out nobody understood what I was saying in Module 3 and how to put it together. I assumed some steps that weren't there. So it was fabulous feedback. I gave them an assessment. I asked them to write me some lines about which parts they didn't understand. I went back, revamped it. We scheduled another call for last March, and they got it. All I needed was help with what was missing to make it a fabulous experience for them that they could actually take and make actionable progress today. Actionable progress. Try saying that 10 times. The last is you're able to capitalize on overlooked product opportunities. For me right now, that is taking some of my downloadable programs and making them into experiential products. I'm able to repurpose that. The market is shifting and you no longer can get along with just downloadable products. People are not purchasing them because they've been burned, because some of them are really bad. Or the other thing that happens is they're realizing that they just don't finish them. I've had that experience. I know I have. I don't like to buy them anymore. When I was doing my Inner Circle launch for the first community building and assessment marketing workshop that we had last year, I actually heard that over and over and over. Juliet, I don't want to do another downloadable program. And I had to explain, that's not what this is. We're going to play. We're going to do it together. There's going to be accountability, but I'm right there with you building. And that was the impetus for a lot of people to buy, because people are looking for either done-for-you products or that experience. And what was so gratifying about the experiential was that one of my students on the second call, I was going through and I was showing her how to do something. She goes, oh, I was watching you the last time we were on here, and I went back in and did it myself. And she was so proud of herself. She said, if you had just told me to go do it, I'm so afraid of tech, I would have had this big wall. But just watching you do it and watching you take the steps and seeing how easy it was huge for me. So what you're really finding out in all of this assessment process on the existing products is, what will it take for people to purchase? It may actually take you changing up some language. If you are selling and you're doing an Inner Circle launch, one of the things you'll want to say is, I love this for you. I'd love to have you in it. What will it take? What will we need to do for you to join me on this course? You'd be amazed when you put it out there like that during a strategy session. People will come up with ways. They will tell you why they're not, and they'll tell you what they need. I can't even tell you, when I was putting the community building together, some people got some really great bonuses because they said, I'd love to do this, but I feel like I need this first. Well, guess what? I have a program for that, and I'd be glad to throw it in, and I'll throw in 3 one-on-ones so we can do it. Amazing when you talk to people and you ask, what will it take to bring them into your program? So what you're really doing here, and I know this is so dramatic, the tears, is you're exploring their unfulfilled needs. You're building a relationship, and you're finding out what is it that your consumers are missing that would make them more successful than ever. And the best part of it is you're increasing your profitability and increasing their interest. When you take a solid interest and find out why people aren't buying your products, the assessment process as a whole, when you're taking that interest in people and building those relationships, you're going to be much more likely to actually get the sale because people know you're committed and they know you care. Huge, huge pieces of the puzzle. So as usual, we'll see you next Thursday. If you're not fully building out your funnel, you're leaking clients and revenue. And no business ever wants to say they're doing that. Ciao.